We are back.
What up?
What up, Sean?
How you doing?
Let's do a little cheers to start this one off. We're surviving this pandemic. Let's do that again. Repeat.
Barely.
Let's do it again. You have to look each other in the eye. Someone once told me this when I was in England. Sorry, I missed the eye contact. Nice. Actually, let's just start this one off for me.
Okay.
Abel, it's too cold. Oh my god. Almost made it though. Did you do it? Legend. That's how you start a podcast right there. Whew.
That was a good start. That was a very good start.
Okay. I feel like I have to match you. All right.
Yeah, catch up.
Done, sort of. Nice. I guess we should start this out with giving a shout out to the people that support All I Need.
Shout out.
And World. I got a little
Narragansett beer.
Yeah, shout out to Narragansett for
Good stuff.
doing the collabs with All I Need. You can check those out on ALLiNEEDSKATE.com, or you can go to their website. They got them up there too. Shout out to World Industries, helping us out. Been moving a lot of world boards, which is awesome. Who else do we got? Eastern Skate Supply. If you are a shop out there and you're looking to get your hands on some All I Need or world boards, you can go through Eastern Skate Supply or Ocean Ave. One and the same, but they both got boards right now. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Ocean Ave, Eastern, Narragansett beer. Good looks, my G's. Let's start this off with your experience, because you're the only person I know that's been through this yet. I want the raw, uncut, real deal about this too.
So the first day, well, what we're talking about is me getting tested for coronavirus.
COVID-19, my friends.
So I started getting like a sore throat and, like a headache, like an allergies like I usually do. But being the time that it is, I figured I would go and get tested for coronavirus. So
you get bad allergies?
Yeah. Usually when the seasons change. So like obviously everything started, blossoming and sprouting. So naturally I would get a runny nose and sore throat and whatnot. But I figured I'd get tested just to be safe.
Good move.
So I called my doctor and they said I needed to wait a couple days until I went and got tested, and I had to drive to a place about 30 minutes down the road from my house. And
did you go to a hospital?
No, it was just like a set up test site with like a bunch of tents. It was actually run by the National Guard.
Really?
So like they were like sitting out there, and you had to have like you couldn't just like drive up and get tested. You actually had to have like a doctor's notice or whatever for
so
going.
You had to go to a doctor, get approved to go to the National Guard to get your COVID test.
And
heavy.
So I went through had to go through 2 checkpoints, and they told me I couldn't record anything. I actually didn't bring my phone anyway, but they told me like no recording anything, like nothing. I was like, oh,
so
all
many
right.
people are trying to like fill out their vlog with them getting tested.
Yeah, and yeah, I got one.
Get it out. Better out than in.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
So I get through the checkpoints, and they tell me to keep my windows up the whole time, so I leave them up the whole time, and I had to put my ID up to the window.
Really? What?
Yeah. And then I drove through one tent, and they put all the testing materials like on my windshield. And then I got to the last tent, and it was 2 women in and they weren't very old either. They looked like they were like college students. They weren't much older than me. And but they were in like these big complete like covered bodies like
hazmat suits?
Yeah, hazmat suits. And like
Breaking
on the
Bad?
shoes, yeah, like Breaking Bad shit with like the mask, and they had like masks, like big like N95 like respirators on, and then they had like a big protective like plastic like thing coming over their face.
Yeah, it's like attached.
And
to the top.
I rolled my window down. I rolled it down a little bit, and she told me to put it down all the way. So I put it down all the way and had to put my head back, and it was like a really long stick.
You're still in your car?
Yeah, I'm still in my car. I stay in my car the whole time.
This is drive-through then?
Yeah, it's a drive-through test. And
large fry, medium frosty, and a COVID test.
And a side of a COVID test, a side of a stick up your nose.
Can I get some honey mustard too?
But it's it's like have you ever had a strep throat test?
Yeah, they like swab your throat, right?
Yeah, they just stick a really long stick down your throat and you gag pretty much. They have that stick, but they put it in your nose. And I didn't even think my body was humanly capable of this. It was like halfway down there, and she was like almost done, and I was like, oh my God. And she like got her finger like all the way into my nose and then just like pulled it out, and I was like,
how long are we talking, like stick wise?
Probably like 8 inches, yeah, like about like that long.
And you're saying it went that far?
Yeah, it went all. It like touched my brain. I mean, not my brain, but like it
was deep.
It was deep. It went back there, it, like touched my throat. My eyes were watering. It was pretty gnarly, but It was definitely.
Did you have like some shit when they pulled it out, like snot?
No boogers or anything. It was like a really skinny stick. It was like it was smooth either. She didn't like touch anything. It was just like.
Did you
like
put
right
it
in
in
and out.
something after, like a plastic bag or like a...
Yeah. I think they put it in like a big like tube. I don't know.
Were you freaking out? Did you think like...
No, because when I had to wait like 3 days, so like when I had called, I was already kind of like, I don't know. I kind of thought it was allergies, but it was more of like just get tested to know anyway. Because I mean, apparently you can like not have a fever. I didn't have a fever either.
Yeah.
But apparently you can get a fever and still carry the disease, so I figured I'd get tested anyway.
Good move. It's worth knowing.
Yeah, but it was definitely worth knowing.
Yeah. I didn't get a test.
No, not yet.
Nah. I feel like I've probably had it, though, multiple times.
Jeez.
I know. Is that heavy?
That's pretty heavy if you had it multiple times. I mean,
don't know.
I guess you can, though, because, I mean, you can, like, experience no symptoms and still carry it.
I just haven't really... I mean, like, I've had days where I've been tripping out, and I'm like, I think I have it, you know? Like, I could have it. Like, I have a cough. I never had a real bad cough, but I've had, like, slight coughs here and there. I can't tell if it's, like, my hysteria or if I actually have it. Because it is allergy time and it's flu season, like you were saying, you know? So it's, like, and every year I have, like, the same symptoms, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, and I haven't really been freaking out too much about it because I'm, like... I'm healthy, you know, and I'm of the age. It's not going to kill me that I know of. And so I just like haven't gone and got the test. But I've been like pretty careful who I go around and been social distancing. And I don't have many old people around me that I feel like I'm going to infect. You know what I mean? Like I'm still practicing like safety, you know?
Yeah, social distancing.
But like I haven't gotten tested. I feel like if I went and tested, it would be like kind of exactly what you're talking about. They're going to jam something down my nose. I'm going to feel violated like someone. Did you feel violated after? From your car?
No, not really.
Okay, fair enough.
I was really just kind of like surprised at the fact that I managed to like just take a whole stick like in my nose.
Like
it was like gnarly.
Yeah,
I took it. I just I like accepted it.
So brutal, Sean.
It was crazy.
Well,
the funny thing was I had to wait a couple days for the results too, and like when the lady called me,
yeah,
it was I think it was from my doctor's office, but they were like, she was really like, she like built up suspense to it. She was like, she like asked me my name, and I had to like confirm my birthday and stuff, and then she was just like, okay, so like, are you ready for your results?
Turns out you're female.
I was like, yes. She's like, okay. You the test result. She was like, the test results came back. I was like, okay. She's like,
what a bitch, dude.
She was like, the result is. I was like, all right.
Anytime now.
It's like negative. I was like, thank you. She was like, your symptoms are gone, right? I was like, yep, they're gone. I feel fine now. She was like, okay, good, and then hung up.
Yeah, man.
But it took a while. I don't know if it was more building up in my head, but it sounded like she was like trying to like build up some suspense. I thought she was about to say positive, and I was like, shit. Like,
she's you're pregnant. Yeah. You're like, oh, I didn't plan for this. You can test that through the nose. Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you're healthy.
Yeah, health.
I feel like you would have survived COVID anyways, right?
Yeah, I'm healthy.
And now you know you're not. The only problem is like now you know you're negative. But, like, you still got to be really fucking careful either way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you found out you were positive, what could they do? You would have had just, like,
they do it. I guess they do a bunch of shit. You have to, like, leave them a list of, like the people like the not the CDC, but like
Center.
people from like the government like come to your house and they have you like report all the people you're living with and all the people you've been in contact with for like the past like I don't know whenever.
Yeah.
They like actually like check in and make sure you're not like leaving your house or anything.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I actually drove by Jamestown, which is like where the Newport Bridge is.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Jamestown and Newport.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, islands in Rhode Island. Actual islands in the state of Rhode Island.
Jamestown is an island?
Yeah.
I feel so stupid right now. Yeah, makes sense though.
But there is no, like, you can get on to Jamestown, and I mean, I could go to Newport too, but if you're out of state, like, if you were to drive your car there, they had state police at the Newport Bridge. And, like, if you were out of state, you had to, like, pull over to a checkpoint. And I don't know if they'd just, like, send you back or what.
Or
but
jam a stick down your nose.
Yeah, I have no idea what. There were a bunch of state troopers, though. And I guess if you're out of state, they won't let you go over to Newport.
Dude, complete side note, but fuck it. The last time we went skating, we were up near the, like, Boston area. And we walk up to Rite Aid. Were you with us? No.
No.
You weren't with us,
I don't
yeah.
think...
It was me and Evan and someone else. And we go into Rite Aid in the Boston area. And when you walk in, the doors open and there's a fucking table right there. And it says mandatory face masks. Mandatory. Not recommended, none of that shit. Mandatory. And they had some on a table. And they're like, wear these in the store. I kind of got triggered a little bit. I was like, fuck that. How is Rite Aid telling me I have to wear a mask in their store? I'm like... Just a week ago, it was like, don't wear a mask in this store because you look like you're robbing it, you know? And now all of a sudden, it's like everyone's got to wear a mask. But so that kind of threw me off. And then I go in, and everyone's got masks on, and they're doing their shopping, and you can just feel the tension in there. You can feel everyone looking around, like, just like, everyone's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because they
like
walked into a situation. What's that?
Just for having to wear a mask.
Yeah, just because they walked into a store that was like said mandatory, you know, which is like pretty intense. That Rite Aid could tell you have to mandatory put something on in public.
It's mandated in Rhode Island right now. I don't know about Massachusetts, but like every store you have to wear a mask in. I actually like forgot to wear a mask and just like kind of walked into one like gas station, but
yeah,
nobody said anything.
I'm not a fucking expert, and I'm not saying I'm right. But my feeling is this. It's that no one should have to tell you to mandatory wear one. Especially not Rite Aid. Because, like, how the fuck am I going to... Like, I think I'm a pretty smart person. Like, I'm not going to go in there and fucking stand next to someone and cough on them or vice versa. Like, I'm going to keep my social distance still and do my shopping and then get out, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need Rite Aid telling me to wear a mask, mandatory. I think that just inspires, like, hysteria and like, scares people, you know?
Yeah, that's all. Like, one of the things I read about was, like, coming out of situations like this, there are a lot of, like, government regulations and whatnot that get put in that...
It's hard to
like
reverse.
put restrictions on things, and that are very hard to reverse, and sometimes don't even get reversed. They're just staying in there. I mean, obviously, they're probably not enforced, but they take a while to I don't know.
So yeah,
to be removed.
Yeah, so I'm fucking in Rite Aid, walking. Oh, so we didn't have masks. We go in, we see the sign. It says mandatory mask, and I'm like, all right, I guess we'll go get masks so we can buy some shit in this fucking store. We turn around, get the masks, but I decide, I'm like, I'm just going to put mine around my chin, not over my mouth. Because I'm just like a skateboarder at heart. I'm like, I'm not just like listening to these people just because they want to tell me. Yeah, they want to tell me I have to do something. It's like, I'm still a smart person. Like, I have my brain. I have my own sovereignty. I can think for myself. Like, I don't have to put something over my mouth. I can walk in. Like, this isn't a magic flu. It's not like you walk in the same room and then all of a sudden it just floats off into someone else's face. You have to like be with it close, and you have to cough and get it on them, and like you have to be kind of like making out, not necessarily making out, but you got to be able to like spitting on each other. You know what I mean?
Sort of contact.
Like I wasn't planning on going close enough to anyone to catch anything, basically. You know what I mean? And then I was like also thinking, I'm like, the mandatory face mask. What's next? Mandatory gloves? Because gloves seems more important at this point because everyone's touching shit.
Yeah, that's
you're touching shit, and then you go home and you gotta
gloves. I see a lot of people like driving with their gloves
and face masks too.
Seen pictures of people eating with their gloves.
Yeah, it's such
absurd.
It's such a crazy time because it's like our media. This is completely off the rail, and I do have questions from people from All I Need Skate on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll get to them. But it's such a crazy time right now because our media and even our politicians practicing in fucking lies and deception and clickbait to get us to pay attention to shit for profit. And it's literally like you can't tell if we're in a like what's severe and what's not, you know? Like it's so everything's so fucking upside down in this world right now. It's fucking insane to me. I'm trying to be practical about the whole thing because it is a pandemic and people are dying. A lot of people are at 60,000 at this point. You know what I mean? And that's a lot. You know, it's a novel coronavirus. The flu kills like a lot of people every year.
Yeah,
but this one's
is just
new.
like absurd.
But the fact that we're connected to the internet for like the first time during something like this is like crazy. Because it's going to cause hysteria. Because people are now can see and hear and it's in their pockets. Whereas before it wasn't like we weren't as connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's like we're so connected that we can feel each other's hearts, and our thoughts and feelings and share them like rapidly. So now everything is like crazy and heightened, you know? And believe me, the people in control with power and stuff definitely know that and are aware of that, you know? But anyways, so I'm in fucking Rite Aid, and they're trying to tell me I have to wear a mask, and I'm like already kind of like, you can't. Who's the guy in Rite Aid gonna force me to put a mask on? You gonna kick me out of your store? So we're in line. Evan's in front of me, about 2 people down. He goes up and he's got a beer because he wants to get a beer, and he's 22, right? Yep. Evan's 22, legal age.
He's of age.
Yeah, goes up, and so everything I said before, the prelude before. Fucking tensions thick as shit in the store. Everyone's mandatory mask. And Evan goes up to buy this beer, and the guy goes, "Sorry, can't sell you the beer. I've never seen a Rhode Island ID before."
What?
And Evan's like, "Huh?" And then I heard him, and then Evan goes, "Yeah, but I'm 21. Here's my ID. I'm 22. Here's my ID." And the guy goes, "Nope, can't sell you the beer. I've never seen a Rhode Island ID before." And I'm like a couple of people back in the line. I'm like, Hey, how's that his fault? Like, that's your bad. Like,
you can scan IDs too.
I know.
You can scan the ID.
I know. And he goes, "Nope, can't do it. Never seen a Rhode Island ID before." I go, "Hey, you have a fucking computer in front of you. Use it." I was like, what is Rite Aid not plan on fucking selling to people out of state? Like, is there not Rite Aids in Rhode Island? And he wouldn't sell
Really?
Evan a beer. Yeah. He stopped talking to me. And he stopped talking to Evan, and he just said, "You still want to buy the other things?" And Evan's like, "I guess." And Evan, they rang him up. We got back in the car.
That's crazy.
I thought the guy sold it to him because I was like, "Oh, he came to his senses," you know. Mm-hmm. But that's to my point. It was like you have a sign that says mandatory face mask. You scare everyone. The tension's thick. This dude no longer uses his rational fucking mind to just go, "Oh, I can like look up an ID." He's just like, "I've never seen one before." It's just like. So stupid, you know?
Crazy.
I left that store and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Actually, the first time I ever went to Disney World,
California or Florida?
Florida.
Disney World's in Florida?
I think. I always get them confused. Disneyland might be in Florida. I have no fucking
clue. I don't
clue.
know either. Doesn't matter.
The last time I went, I was super young. But so I was at a theme park and it started raining. So me and my family like went under a I don't know. We got into shelter under like a little like bus or monorail thing or whatever. We were stuck with these this like older couple, and we got to talking to them, and they were like, "Oh, like where are you guys from?" They were from I don't know. They were from somewhere in the south, not too far outside of Florida.
Tennessee. Oh, outside. Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
something like that.
We're from Georgia.
Yeah, and we were like, we're from Rhode Island, and they're like, "Oh, like that's in New York, right?" Like they must have thought we were from like Long Island or somewhere. We were like, "No, like it's like a state. It's small. It's like an actual state. Like it's in New England,
the smallest."
And they just had no idea. And I guess that's happened to a lot of people. I guess people think that Rhode Island is just New York. So
yeah, that's weird. That makes sense. It's the smallest state, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I still think if you're Rite Aid and you work at Rite Aid, though, like in Massachusetts.
Back to the Rite Aid.
Yeah, and Massachusetts is right next to Rhode Island.
Yeah, I know. That was the other thing. I was like, it's right next to, like...
And the guy couldn't use his words. That's what really pissed me off. Instead of being like, explaining it, he was just like, "I've never seen a Rhode Island ID, so I can't do it." I'm like, you're telling me that your fucking corporation... Rite Aid wasn't anticipating people coming from the state that's 20 minutes away into the store. That's what you're telling me? And that you can't figure out how to sell this legal of age adult a fucking beer. Like, oh my god, dude. So stupid.
Poor Evan. Couldn't get his beer.
He'll survive. You'll survive.
He will definitely survive.
I've been trying to be careful, though. You're surviving. You're doing good,
Yeah,
right?
I'm surviving.
We've been skating. We've been having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But, dude, it's hard to know what's up and down all the time. I've been saying that before the pandemic. So then with the pandemic, it's even harder to tell what's what, you know? All right. We do have questions from online, so we should answer these. We should get to my dudes. All right, the next three are from Vulture Crew. Shout out to Vulture Crew. Hell yeah. Mike's the man, and he's got a brand called Vulture Crew, and they're from, like, the Uxbridge area. And they do cool stuff, man. And he says, how stupid is the Tiger King epidemic? Have you seen it at all?
I kind of like the Tiger King. I mean, not in like a... Like, I like Joe Exotic. That's, like, the main guy. But, I just...
You've watched it?
You haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
I watched the whole thing a couple weeks ago. It's
of course.
It was just like, I don't know. It's just like a distraction. That's like all the reviews are about too. It's just like a distraction from like the coronavirus, because it is. It's fucking, the show's nuts. It's insane.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's about a bunch of like, half the people are like doing meth, the other half are doing like cocaine, and like it's just like a big like party with like a bunch of like...
He's turning straight dudes gay and shit.
Yeah, he's turning straight dudes gay. They always bring in like some new crazy characters, just like way like they're just like out of their mind.
It's a reality show, right?
Yeah. It's like all these crazy exotic animals, mostly like, you know, obviously tigers and whatnot, but like they bring in a bunch of people and they're like, ask them how they got them into you know, like selling exotic animals and stuff. And they're like, oh, well, I started out like I'm, you know, smuggling drugs. And then these people I was smuggling drugs for asked me if I wanted to, you know, smuggle snakes and little baby tigers. And I was like, yeah, why not? So I just started smuggling. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? They're all from like Florida and like random states in the South.
Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That must be a big industry down there.
Yeah.
What do you like about it? Just because it's entertaining?
Yeah, it was just like wild. I mean, I doubt most of it's probably like some of it's scripted, obviously. It's obviously probably like not all true, but it was definitely just like an interesting thing to watch.
Is it a documentary or a reality show? Like, is it one big like hour-long
It's like a little bit of both.
It is?
Like, there's like two separate filmmakers. I think like some sort of like company or whatever actually made like a documentary about it, but they're like, there's a really long couple of interviews with like this guy who actually started filming this like really kind of like low budget reality show for the Joe Exotic, the like main character of the whole show.
Yeah, he's like the fucking pimp of the whole show.
He's the pimp, the gay pimp.
He's crushing it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Slanging fucking tigers, putting them down and shit.
Smoking meth.
Sucking dick.
Sucking dick.
Dude. Okay, well, you heard it there.
So yeah, Tiger King, slang meth, some tigers.
Here's my perspective from someone who hasn't watched the show. It definitely seems like some salacious reality TV type shit that's definitely just distracting people from the chaos that is the coronavirus.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it is.
I haven't seen it yet. Don't know if I'm going to watch it. I want to because that sounds entertaining, but it might also make me really fucking depressed about humankind. And it's like, I'm trying not to be depressed. Did you get depressed from it, or you get just like, you just took it for what it is?
I was just more just like, there's a lot going on out in the world
that you don't know about.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably that I don't know about. Mostly that I don't want to know about either. But...
I mean, you didn't know about fucking selling tigers and sucking cocks?
No, I knew they were selling sucking tigers and selling. No, I knew they were. I knew they were selling tigers. I didn't know they were these extravagant, fucking insane people though.
Yeah,
it was definitely interesting to watch.
Yeah, man. There's been many times in the last couple weeks that I'm like, reality is so fucking weird. Like, my mind's just blown, dude. I'm 37. I hope I'm 37. I think I'm 37. Do the math. Yeah. How old are you? You don't even know.
21.
Damn, are you freshly 21? Nice.
No.
Yes.
1 month.
21.
One month.
Yeah, but I'm just like blown away, dude. I'm like, life is like, I'm starting to look at older people and just be like, what have you lived through? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, think about it. World War One, Two, like Vietnam, fucking
70s were a wild time, dude.
dude. And now I'm just like, it just continues, you know? Thanks for the question.
Life goes on.
Vulture Crew.
Shout
It
out Vulture
does.
Crew.
It
That was
does
a good
go
question.
on, Sean. Let's cheers to that. Let's cheers. Let me get a beer. Oh, it's in my hand. Look me in the eyes, you fucking Tiger King. That was a good question. All right, next question. Again from Vulture Crew. Shout out. Best way to recover from skating after leg surgery. Shout out to Danny Pajamas. Have you ever had leg surgery?
Ooh, Danny. Yeah, Danny broke his ankle. Shout out Danny. Danny kills it.
You know Danny?
Yeah, I know Danny.
Danny Pajamas?
Yeah, he skates in, I don't know where he's from. I don't know if he's from Rhode Island or Massachusetts. I think he's from Massachusetts. Remember,
Probably.
What was that park we went to a couple days ago? Or not a couple, like a couple weeks ago.
Was it Uxbridge?
Yeah, Uxbridge.
Yeah.
He skates Uxbridge a lot, or at least according to his Instagram story,
Yeah,
I guess he does.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he
'cause
kills
Vulture
it. He
Crew's
broke
from
his
there.
ankle. I'm not sure how, but I guess he had to get surgery.
Have you had surgery?
Not since I was like 10, maybe. I broke my arm when I like first started snowboarding. It's
Yeah.
kind of why I stopped snowboarding.
Fair
It's
enough.
attached to your feet.
Yeah.
It's tough. Snowboarding is gnarly though.
How'd you break your arm?
Snowboarding.
No, but
Just like tried to do a rail.
oh, and you fell on the rail or something?
No, I like fell off and just like stuck my arm out.
It's snow though. Was it like hard? Was it compacted or something? I don't really.
Yeah, kind of. They
Yeah.
usually like groom it and shit. I mean, like a terrain park.
Because I feel like it would be harder to break your arm on snow than it would be on concrete.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But like surprisingly, it took me a while to break my wrist skateboarding, even though I usually like kind of used to put my arms out a lot to break my fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what was the question? It was back to
It was like advice
dealing
about
with
injuries.
dealing with an injury.
Best way to recover to skating after leg injury.
Leg injury.
So you've hurt
yeah.
your ankles though.
Yeah, I hurt my ankles a lot. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of different.
What do you do to rehab when you get like a
Just
gnarly
like
rolled
ice and stretching for a rolled ankle.
Yeah.
Definitely something to bide your time. Drawing, maybe playing video games or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Same. I agree. Whenever I get injured, like I hurt my knee a bunch and I dealt with a reoccurring injury with my knee, I just fucking a lot of icing, a lot of elevation, and then once you get all the swelling out, you got to focus on strengthening the muscle all around the injury. That way you're not prone to re-injury, which happens because you'll end up like my knee would get better and I wouldn't work it out strong enough, and then it would just happen again, and it's just like okay, because you can start
here we go
skating.
again, yeah.
You can start skating and you didn't really build the muscles up. You got all the inflammation out and you got it feeling good, but it's still not strong enough to keep that joint steady,
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. Just tried to not work through the injury, but just like work around it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like skate around
You
it.
get it to the point where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is manageable, but it's really still on the edge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
surgeries.
Find something fun to do besides skating and just fucking focus on strengthening that thing. Once you get the injury healed, then focus on building up the muscle around it.
Yeah.
That way it's strong.
Some people like biding their. I can't bide my time with like skateboarding related stuff. It just like if I like can't skateboard, when I see like skateboarding, it doesn't make me like angry. I'm just like jealous. I'm like fuck, like I can't skateboard right now. I can take like a certain amount of skate videos, but like too much, I'm just like fuck. Like
It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It makes it worse.
It makes you want to go skate.
Yeah.
I agree. Same thing. When I was younger, more so. Nowadays, it's like I do a lot of filming and editing. That
Yeah.
helps me like stay. Like if I can't
Yeah,
skate,
photography's sick.
Yeah, I love shooting photos too. Back it.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, dude, that's about it, man. Heal that thing up, strengthen it up, and then try to find other hobbies to keep you distracted from your fucking obsessive compulsive skateboarding urges. Pretty much all you can really do, man. And just know other people are doing it. All right, next question. Tony Hawk back to Vans. For love or money? How do
Tony
you feel?
Hawk's on Vans?
Yeah.
God, I gotta get my head out of the gutter.
Fucking A. Pull that thing out.
I did not know that.
It's maybe they hit something in your
That's
brain.
crazy though. They put Andrew Reynolds on Vans too.
Yeah.
Is Brian Herman on Vans too?
I don't know how that works.
They have a bunch of people
Let's look it
on
up.
Vans.
Let's fucking look it up, boys. We got the internet right here. I wonder if they updated their website. Vans.com. I'm stoked for it because, like, wasn't he riding for Lakai before? Tony Hawk was, right? Him and his son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. It makes sense that Tony would go to Vans. He's like the grandpa, go to Vans, and his son stays on Lakai. That makes sense. I wonder if they have a team page. And let's go to Skate.
Damn. CNBC covering it on CBS.
Covering what? Tony Hawk?
The Tony Hawk Vans deal.
Interesting.
Jeez.
They don't have a team page on here that I can find. You find anything? Just what are they saying?
Yeah, just like random stuff.
I think that's awesome, dude. Tony's like a pioneer, obviously. Everyone
Did
loves
he
him.
ride for Vans when he was younger? I mean, I've obviously seen pictures of him like skating in Vans, but like, was he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they have like a team? I don't know.
That was before my time, for sure. If he did, Tony, I remember he used to ride for Audio. Do you remember Audio?
Yep,
Shoes,
I do
yeah.
remember
He used
that.
to
I
ride
do
for
remember
them.
that.
Yeah. I'm stoked for him, dude. Hell yeah. Tony should get a paycheck and be a positive force for skateboarding like he's been for a long time. So
Tony can kind of do whatever he wants.
dude, they have the biggest team ever.
I mean, obviously he'll probably make the right decision, but still.
Tony Hawk, Jeff Raleigh, Anthony Van Anglen, Chima Ferguson, Elijah Burrell, Gilbert Crockett, God, butchered. Gilbert Crockett, Kyle Walker, Rowan Zorilla. Is that how you say his last name? Zorilla?
I think so.
Tony Trujillo, and then Chris Fanner, CJ Collins, Karen Caples, Daniel Lutheran, Dustin Dolan, Cater, Lizzie Armento, Pedro Barros. They have a huge team. It goes on. R.I.P. Jeff Grosso. He was getting shoes from them too. Tony Alva, Andrew Allen. It goes on and on. Corey Glick. Heavy team. They probably don't all have models.
Heavy team.
Yeah, heavy team. That's awesome, man. Congrats to Tony, dude. I think it's a good move because, like, you and your son both riding for Lakai is a little strange. I think dad should be on Vans.
Yeah.
Son could be on Lakai or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Random noises.
Actually, at least Tony's not on Nike. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Always a win for skateboarding.
Yeah.
When someone isn't on Nike.
When they don't just consume the whole industry.
Yeah.
Everyone's just on a Nike. Everyone has a check mark. Doesn't matter. All right. Conrad. This one's Conrad. Stallone or Arnold? Who is more badass?
I haven't seen that much Arnold. I've seen a lot of Stallone.
You watched all the Rockies?
I like Sylvester. I've seen a couple of the Rockies, just like bits and pieces. What did he do? A bunch of movies. I mean, he's obviously done a bunch of movies. One's slipping my mind right now.
Didn't he have like an arm wrestling one? Stallone? Over the top, maybe? Or is
Arm
that Tom
wrestling?
Cruise? Yeah. I'm curious.
I've never seen an arm wrestling film before.
Stallone.
Yeah, definitely Sylvester Stallone.
Really? I'm going Arnold, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people, well, I mean, he's just I'm like biased to him.
Let's look it up. I thought there was an arm wrestling movie. Yeah, there is. 16 million USD. That's tale in which a truck driver with a lucrative sideline in arm wrestling takes his estranged 12-year-old son on a road after the boy's mother falls seriously ill. The trucker is beginning to reach out to the boy as the pair head for Vegas in the arm wrestling world championships. Dude, it doesn't even have the name of the movie. Where the hell is the movie? That's Stallone, though. 93% like this movie, Rotten Tomatoes.
Actually,
Over
I
the
should
Top.
probably be doing research on Arnold.
It was Over the Top. I'm going to Arnold.
I like grew up watching, I mean, this is going to show how young I am. I grew up watching like The Expendables, which was like my go-to like action movie, and that was like Sylvester Stallone.
You're so young, dude. Definitely so young if that's your fucking action movie. Dude, Arnold.
I mean, I've seen
Terminator.
like he had Rambo too. Like I've seen like bits and pieces
Fucking
of Rambo.
legend.
Yeah, I haven't seen Terminator.
You haven't seen Terminator?
Mm-mm.
What? That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, they're both like the go. I feel like Arnold is most people's go-to though, because he is like the go-to like action guy.
Plus,
he was the
he's-
governor of some place, wasn't
California.
he? California, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Biggest state in the union, bro. Biggest state in the union.
That's wild.
I'm going to Arnold because
Yeah.
he's the fucking.
Honestly, I probably will switch it over to Arnold. That's a good. If you're gonna do Terminator and then become the governor of California, you're probably a pretty gnarly guy.
You're a legend.
Yeah, you're a legend, definitely.
You can't go wrong with either, though. Rocky's
Yeah.
so classic.
Oh
like-
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Punching meat, punching cows.
Yeah. How about would you switch truck brands, and if so, what would you try? What do you ride?
I ride Thunders right now. I actually did recently make the switch like a year ago. I used to ride Indies,
Nice.
and Indies are really heavy.
What made you want to switch? Because you rode them for a while.
Yeah, just like to switch it up.
Yeah. Fuck it. Send it.
But yeah, I do like them. They sit a little bit lower to the ground, but they turn nice. You don't
Yeah.
get as much. I mean, you get like the same amount of wheel bite, I guess, but like for them being so much closer to your truck, I'm surprised I don't get more wheel bite.
Do you ride tight or loose trucks?
Like kind of in the middle, like medium. I ride soft bushings, so technically kind of loose-ish, but I keep them on the tighter side.
I ride Thunders. I've been riding Thunders for fucking 20 years or however long. I tried skating Indies one time, and I don't remember what happened. I think it was just my neuroticism of change. You know,
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm going to stick to fucking what I know. But yeah. So if I was going to switch truck brands, I don't know where I'd go. I'd probably try Indies again. Just go back. What else other truck brands are there?
Ace.
Oh, true. Ace is out there.
Shout out Donnie Barley.
Choo. I think I might have tried a pair of those too.
Those are they're Indy and Ace are like transition truck brands, I guess. I guess like OG pool riders really like Ace trucks. They're like super thin.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have like, you know how Indies are kind of like, and Thunders kind of like go out like that.
Yeah.
Aces are kind of like more of a T.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check them out. Maybe that's what I'll try. I'll try those. I'm gonna try anything. Okay.
Shout out Grind King too. Grind King, Grind Queen official.
The Instagram? Nice. You got it right there. Go check it out. Shit talking at its finest.
Oh yeah.
This one comes from Kevin. The intern says we should talk about Roll for Rob events. R.I.P. to
Yeah,
Rob
rest
Ponce,
in peace,
man.
Rob.
Rob was on the podcast early on. Him and Donnie came on right when
Really?
the whole ALS thing happened, and he was like talking about it, and he was still like coherent and still. We met up and did it, man. It was fucking heavy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was early on trying to learn how to podcast, and I was thrusted into this situation with Donnie Barley and Rob Ponce, and I'm like, we got to do this, and I did it, and we yeah, man, brutal situation, man.
Definitely, dude. That's
ALS
crazy.
is so gnarly.
Prayers to his family.
Yeah, sorry.
Never met the dude, but I'm sure, I mean, he touched a lot of people. Obviously, there's like an outpouring for him.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man, and he was a rep for skateboarding and like positive force, you know. Let's see. I want to look up ALS again. There it is.
It's like a nerve disease, right?
Yeah, it's
It makes your body kind of deteriorate.
also known as motor neuron disease, Lou Gehrig's disease. Is a disease that causes the death of neurons controlling voluntary muscles. Some also use the term motor neuron disease for a group of conditions, of which ALS is the most common. ALS is characterized by stiff muscles, muscle twitching, and gradually worsening weakness due to muscles decreasing in size. It may begin with weakness in the arms or legs, or with the difficulty of speaking or swallowing. About half of the people affected develop at least mild difficulties with thinking and behavior, and most people experience pain. Dude, most eventually lose the ability to walk, use their hands, speak, swallow, and breathe. Lou Gehrig's disease. Heaviness.
Tough stuff.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Rob Ponce. It's a crazy situation because like he's been going through this for a long time. They did multiple Roll for Robs, like deluxe, through a bunch of events to help raise money for his family. I believe there's another one coming up in 2021 once we get past all this Corona stuff. Yeah. Here's to you.
Cheers to Rob.
Cheers, Rob. And to your family and to everyone surviving and moving forward. You will be lost, but not forgotten, my friend. All right. Moving on. I'm excited for that Roll for Rob. I'll definitely be at that next one.
Yeah,
I've been at all of them, almost all of them. If I didn't make it, I might have not made it to one. But
yeah, I've been at most of them.
Yeah,
all the ones at Providence. There was a couple at Lynch too. I know there's been some scattered elsewhere that I haven't made it to. But
we did one at Edge. Were you at that one?
Yeah, I was at that one.
Shit
Yep,
was wild.
I remember. Yeah,
Seagull.
Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, that video still gets posted everywhere.
Yeah.
That was Gage.
It was Gage.
That was Gage.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Gage.
Shout out Gage. Shout out Seagull.
That was a wild.
That was a crazy day.
They brought a kicker out into the parking lot at Edge and just shit got weird out there.
Dude, shit got weird.
Yeah, Roll for Robs are always fun, man. Deluxe dudes come out from out west, and then everyone shows up on the East Coast, and skating, a lot of epic skating goes down, and antics and whatnot. So
yeah, that was when the real team was there, right? Like Kyle Walker and Chima, right?
Yeah.
They were all. I remember they were sitting on the hubba, like right above it. That was crazy.
Nick Barth, he writes, favorite food you have been eating during pandemic.
I've been getting a lot of takeout. Crazy Burger in Narragansett. Crazy Burger's Moo Moo Melt.
That's
it's like they do a bunch of crazy burgers. Hence the name Crazy Burger.
It's just like a restaurant that makes burgers.
Yeah,
I think I've been there.
Probably, yeah. It's like down the street from Juice. It's on Boone Street.
Yeah, I think I've been there. Pretty bomb.
Yeah, actually, Guy Fieri went there and did a Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives episode.
Nice. Like
on the Food Network. And they have like a couple like signed posters and whatnot, and they have like a pair of his glasses. And I knew some kids that worked in there, so I've like worn them a couple times. And I have like pictures of I don't think I got one of Evan, but I have one of like Eli wearing one.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's awesome. But yeah, shout out Crazy Burger.
That's the ultimate height of fame is right there. Wearing Guy Fieri's fucking glasses.
Sunglasses, yeah. Plus 100 miles an hour. Going so fast.
Jesus Christ, man. My food, let's see. I've been cooking a lot. The nice thing about the pandemic is I've been home a lot and just trying to like clean my house a lot, wash dishes, cook food. I've been chopping up a lot of sweet potatoes, onions, peppers, some sausage or something, fresh garlic, chopping that all up. I love cooking. I cook almost every night, pretty much every night.
Cook it up.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a fucking regular old chef, bro. Not really. I don't know if I know what I'm doing. I learned to cook just from like experimenting, but I love cooking. That was like my favorite class when I was in school and younger was
culinary arts.
Yeah, it was like home ec or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like cooking, learning how to make pancakes and shit. You know what I mean? Like, fucking love that.
I never had to take that class.
Good for you, bro.
I never had to take it.
I was with a bunch of chicks just in heaven, dude. Cooking.
Just living.
Yeah, I don't know. Popcorn. I like ramen. I still eat a lot of ramen.
Yeah, ramen's gas.
Yeah.
Dude, a lot of people, when I was in college, I met a lot of people that would just eat it like raw. Like
it's disgusting.
They just like literally just like take the seasoning, like sprinkle the seasoning on and just like eat it.
You're fucking
like,
disgusting.
Raw.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
People try to get me to try that.
Gnarly.
Yeah. It's not my thing, dude.
Cannot do that.
I like to cook it first.
Actually, you know what I have a deep dark secret about not preparing meals.
What do you mean?
I like frozen Eggo waffles.
Ooh,
like
what?
I do like when I was younger, I wouldn't want to wait and put them in the refrigerator or like put them in the microwave. I wouldn't microwave them.
Or not the microwave, toaster, right?
No, I'd put them in the microwave.
Make them soft.
Yeah.
All right.
Eh,
Fucking weird, bro. How young are you? You're so young. You're the youngest dude on the podcast ever. Apparently.
probably. Has Jensen been on the podcast? yet?
Yes. And
So, yeah,
actually,
he's the youngest. Though.
I had my niece Raven on for like a 4-minute episode. She was like 7 or something.
That's awesome.
You're definitely
I
not
need to listen to that too.
Dude, I've never cooked an Eggo in the microwave or a waffle in a microwave ever.
I actually didn't have a toaster for a while. That's why I like got into the microwave. But honestly, I wouldn't use either of them. I would just go in there and eat them frozen.
Are they good?
I mean, I liked them.
Do you put syrup on them?
No.
Just raw frozen
Yeah.
waffles?
I mean, now obviously I do, but like I would just want a waffle. I'd be so impatient. I'd just like fucking take it and eat it frozen.
I'm now gonna, if I ever get waffles again, I'm definitely gonna fucking eat one.
Just
frozen.
try it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like, like ice cube frozen, but like they're cold.
Yeah.
They're cold.
It sounds like the worst thing ever, if I'm honest.
It's nice. It's honestly not much different.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's how I viewed it.
A
I was like,
hot
oh, it's not
fucking
much different.
waffle with syrup and butter compared to a frozen waffle.
I mean, obviously, like that's a different story, but like my fucking 8-year-old self, I was just like frozen waffle and just fucking necked it.
That is a deep, dark secret. Keep that to yourself, bro. No one wants to hear that, bro. All right. Moving on. Shout out to iHoliday_IG. I believe this is on Instagram. And he writes, what is your opinion on guest pro model boards? And could we ever see a Westgate guest board on All I Need? I think guest boards are sick. Not mad at them at all. I think guest boards are awesome. I remember Crooked, when they first started out, they were doing guest boards. And they were doing guest boards with other pros that had boards on other companies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which
I feel like most of the guest boards I've seen are just like either like people that are like kind
need
of
a
like
board.
Yeah, either people that need a board or just people that have like retired and like don't have
Yeah.
a board sponsor anymore. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But I remember, I'm pretty positive when Crooked started out, they were doing like guest boards with people that already had boards on other companies. I think guest boards are sick, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We've never really done a guest board. Actually, we kind of did a guest board in the beginning of All I Need with Dom Pierre. Dom Pierre had a board for All I Need. It was like, because he was super into Camaros, like the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And we had his name spelled out in car parts, and it was like a blueprint of all the car parts, and they spelled out his last name. Yeah, it was way sick. I wish I had one of those. I don't think I saved one of them. If someone got one, let me know, because I want to see that thing again. But, and Westgate, I hope, dude, that would be sick. I mean, he's still got a board on Element, so.
Yeah, he writes for Element now, doesn't he?
Yeah, unless we pull like some Crooked type shit. I don't know. I'll text him right now. Here. Literally, text him right now about this. See if he gets back to us during the podcast. We'll see what he says. What am I going to write? Let's write, would you be down for a guest board on All I Need? A guest pro model. Nice one.
Still letting him fly.
I haven't skated with Brendan in so long, it bums me out.
Same. Watching him skate is beyond
Something
comprehension. It doesn't make sense.
All right. I
He's
sent the
truly
text.
gifted.
Would you be down for a guest pro model on All I Need to Westgate? Here, I'll show his phone number so you can call him too. JK! You wish. Did you see Brandon's got a character in a video game?
Yeah.
Dude,
Skater XL, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
My lady was checking it out on Instagram, and then I was like, I gotta look into this now. It's pretty, like, sick. Did you look into the video game at all?
Yeah.
I guess, like, the controls, like, the left stick is, like, 1 foot, and the other one's, like...
Yeah,
the
yeah,
foot.
I did see that. So, like, if you want to, like, pop wicked high, you have to, like, put both down.
Boom,
but if
boom.
you want to, like, just to, like, do, like, a regular ollie, I guess, you just put one down, but then you have to move the other stick up like it's the
Drag
other
it
foot.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, that's crazy.
So,
yeah, that's
I mean,
what they're saying. You're
Dude,
gonna have to
I
get
used to
it.
play Tony Hawk, and, like, the controls were pretty simple. I think it was just, like, X to ollie.
Yeah.
And then I started playing Skate on, and that was, like... the doing like the two with like the joysticks to like move
yeah.
it down and press it up, that was just like a different ball game for me. Obviously I like got the hang of it, but like
Yeah.
it was just like a weird thing. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting game though.
Yeah, people into video games, they're just like, they're super tactile and like they need it a certain way, or they get used to it a certain way. That's what they were saying about this game, is that most people are used to it. It's a different type of control, but it's more true to like the spirit of skateboarding.
Yeah.
Because you can flick and do each control, like controls each foot. So it's like you have more options in some sense. But the graphics are fucking insane. They show Westgate do back nose blunt down that fucking hubba in LA, whatever, that big ass one that Clive Dixon did the front nose blunt down.
I haven't seen that one yet. That's
they
so
have
sick.
a clip of Brandon doing back nose blunt, and like if you watch it from a distance and don't pay attention, it looks like Brandon's back nose blunt in that fucking thing, dude. It's fucked up. You didn't see that?
No,
Here,
not
I'll show
yet.
you right now. It's on his Instagram. I'm gonna pull it up. It's insane, dude.
I think I saw the video, but I didn't realize.
Watch it
that
again,
was,
because I had to watch it like 10
that
times.
it was the convention center.
Yeah, I had to watch it like... Is that what it is? Convention Center? Yeah, here. Insane, dude. Yo, pretty soon you're not even going to have to do the
that
tricks.
is sick.
You can just do it on the video game and then just film it and call it your video part. People will think you did all that shit.
They used to put skate spots in. I mean, I know they did it in Tony Hawk's, but they used to do it in
Tony Hawk's.
They used to do it in Skate. I remember they had 3rd and Army, and it was called like 4th and Navy. They had to do stuff with spots like that. They'd like change the name a little bit. It was wicked funny.
That Skater XL, like I guess the landscape is mostly downtown LA. So
It's not surprising. I really want to see a video game with New York in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
Actually,
really
Tony
sick.
Hawk used to have New York in it.
It had Skaters Island in it.
Yeah, it did
At one
actually.
point.
Rest in peace, Skaters Island. I never got to go there.
You didn't?
No, I was like, I think it got torn down when I was like 5, maybe 6.
That was the edge.
I had stepped on a skateboard, but I don't think I had done. I don't even think I had rolled down my driveway yet.
How long you been skating for? How many years?
Like 10.
Pull
probably.
that mic down a little bit. It's like right in front of your face, bro.
Yeah, it is in my eyes.
These boom arms are wild.
I got my first skateboard when I was like probably 5.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was just like literally just like rolling down my driveway until I was like probably 10. I think I was 10 when I did my first like kick flip or heel flip.
What age were you when you realized like you can't help but skateboard? Like this is the thing you're doing. Because you clearly love.
I think I was 12. I think I was 12, where it was like every day I'd just be like, "Mom, bring me to the skate park." Like, "Mom, bring me to the skate park." And even if she said no, I just like get on my bike and bike to the skate park and then go skate until it got dark.
Yeah.
And then she'd have to come pick me up because I couldn't
What was
bike
the
home in
park?
the dark.
What was the park?
Old Mountain Field.
Damn, it's been around forever, huh?
Yeah, that's been around since like the 90s.
That's wild. That's so wild. Okay, moving on. Hopefully Brandon will get back to us. I'll have to keep checking. I don't think he will, because he probably knows I'm fucking... He probably isn't going to take me serious.
What was your local park growing up?
Let me think about that for a second. All right, so the park that I learned most of my tricks at, if you're from the New Bedford area, or like Fairhaven, it was called Livesey Skate Park. You been there?
No.
It's just like one of those prefab parks that had the wedge to wedge, the small little wedge to wedge, had a single 4-foot quarter pipe, had a fly box, and the weather fucked it up. I literally learned all my tricks at those parks. Me and Don Pierre and a bunch of people would just skate there, and I learned all my tricks on those shitty prefab skate parks.
Yeah, we used to have a wedge to wedge at you know where the kicker is, or like the weird China bank. At Old Mountain Field,
yeah.
There's a wedge to wedge under all of that.
Really?
Yeah,
and it was just like two like,
and like
that?
under the clamshell, there used to be just like a 4-foot quarter pipe with like that fence on it. Everything used to be like super prefab. It got like filled into like an actual skate park now, or like got built over.
Yeah, I mean now it's like a full thing. You know? Same with Livesey, like they ended up building on top of it and adding on, so it's like smooth in some parts and super rough in others.
Yeah, yep.
Gets the job done though.
Yeah,
same
for sure.
Thing,
yeah, for sure.
OMF is the same way.
Yeah.
So funny.
Even some of the ramps that are from the 90s are like super smooth and buttery, but like then you get down to the asphalt and it's just like, oh shit.
And Evan still skates the shitty stuff.
Oh yeah.
At all
That's
that
all he
stuff.
does.
Yep.
What was in here?
I don't know. Where'd that come from?
The floor, and it looks like it was drugs. I'm sure the dogs ate it.
Let me see it.
I really want to know what kind.
I didn't have any drugs, so unless it was someone you knew.
I didn't have any drugs either.
It's not that funny if they ate, like, it looks like it could be a nug, but it doesn't smell.
I don't know. No one in this house really has drugs like that.
Corey?
It's weed. No, it's fucking. All we did is weed and alcohol.
You know what? But I seen something like this earlier today on the floor, and I didn't pick it up, and it was like full, and it was like under something, and then I didn't pick it up.
Was it tea? Is that from a tea bag, maybe?
No, this is like clearly fucking
Paraphernalia?
yeah.
How would it get in our house? I don't know any sketchy people.
No, but weed.
Yeah, weed is
But
one
they ate
thing.
a whole fucking nug.
All right, you gotta go though. Bringing in some
But
shit
it
like
looks
that.
Like that oil.
Can you see right now? Hash oil. It's not. I don't
It's
know.
gonna make your show better, okay?
Great. See you later.
Where's
Go figure it out and check the dogs. Make sure they're not tripping balls.
It's so funny.
They're fine, bro.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
That happened before? Have your dogs ever ate some sort of...
Yeah, so.
She ate it 'cause she's acting guilty.
Yeah, but she's not sick and you're interrupting the show.
Yeah, but she must have just ate it, so.
We'll watch him. You can go get him. You can bring the dogs to get a corona test if you need. There's no one bringing sketchy drugs into my house. Definitely not happening.
You sure, Corey? Corey's into some sketchy
Nah,
stuff.
Corey doesn't seem like that guy.
Shout out to Stay Goon.
Stay good. He doesn't seem like he's into anything
No.
too heavy like that.
We love Corey.
I think my girl's just tripping. It's probably weed. It's probably her cousin dropped some weed in the fucking kitchen or something. That would make more sense. All right, we got more questions. I'm completely sidetracked now, but
Wait, have your dogs eaten drugs before?
oh yeah, you were asking. Not drugs, like not typical drugs, but to them it was probably drugs. They got grapes. Elwood once. I've told this on the podcast before, but I'll tell it again. Elwood ate not grapes, raisins. Same thing. But I left the raisins out on a tray table, and he fucking knocked it over. Ate all the raisins. It was on Easter, and then he was so wasted. Elwood's a little long-haired wiener dog, and he was so wasted. And I'm sitting outside with him on Easter during the Easter party, and he's just throwing up. He threw up like 18 times.
Oh my god.
And then I'm looking it up online, and they're like, yeah, if dogs eat a lot of grapes or raisins, like, it can twist their stomach, and they can die from it, and, like, you can't fix their stomach. So, like, I'm out there with Elwood, and he's just fucking hurling, like, I think I counted, like, 18 times, and I'm just, like, thinking my dog's gonna die. And I'm just, like, all because of fucking raisins, you know?
That's crazy.
Unbelievable, man.
I've never had a dog. I have a cat though, and like when we like first got her, we had steak for dinner, and she like was it after or before? I can't remember, but there was like a big hunk of steak, and she was like a small cat and just like hopped up on the table and just like dragged the steak off the table, like didn't eat it, but was just dragging it back to like her like little like food dish to eat it, and we were like called her and we were like, what the fuck? She like never did anything like that again, but that was like
Cat's got balls.
yeah, Cat's just taking this whole ass steak off the table, like dragging it.
Thug life.
Thug life for sure. Shout out Cassie the cat.
Yeah, shout out to Elwood and Emma, too, my dogs. Yeah, I have no idea what my girl was just talking about, because unless like one of her clients that, you know, for the salon, unless one of them brought in some drugs, I don't know why there'd be any sketchy drugs.
You still got people working in the basement?
No, not right now. She's actually renovating the whole thing, and like because of the coronavirus, she's been able to like actually focus on renovating it. But I was thinking maybe like prior, maybe it was old or something. It's probably just weed. It's the only thing that makes sense. My girl's tripping. All right, moving on. It's cool how people are making DIYs during the corona. That's not really a question, but that was from Evan. Are there people people are building DIYs all the time.
Yeah,
Which
shout
is
out.
fucking cool.
Shout out James Shaw. in Providence. He made a little DIY spot at one of the. It was like a weird kind of. It was like a skate park that had a couple ramps in Providence. It was like off a bike path. I don't know if you've ever been to it.
I think so.
It's got like the 3 stair made out of concrete, and then the rest is all just like weird ramps. I think there's like a flat bar, but there's like some quarter pipes and hips.
What's James' Crow Dog, right?
Yeah, Crow Dog. Shout out Crow Dog.
Instagram?
I think so.
I don't know if James likes me.
He made a bunch of quarter pipes. I think the city of Providence actually wasn't very hyped on it. I think they might tear it down, but
James Rich.
I'm sure he's got some more plans. But yeah, I know the Channel 6 dudes in New Hampshire, Maine, wherever up north. Yeah, that one.
That's one.
I know all those dudes up there are also making a couple DIY spots too. Shout out the Channel 6 crew.
Oh, that
Ryan
one.
and Gabe.
That one, right? That's this one?
Yeah.
That one's sick. Fuck yeah. Evan, dude, back it. More DIYs, the better.
Yeah, DIYs are sick.
Like, skateboarders are going to be fine after this, during this pandemic and after this pandemic, because we're survivalists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll fucking, the whole world could just get abandoned and we'll go out there and make use of your concrete and your fucking buildings and shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Very resourceful human beings, skateboarders are.
We find value in that shit. Like, literally, my idea, if the world goes to complete shit and our economy dies and we're just fucking out there, as long as we can still get skateboards, we just fucking take over an IKEA. Because it's basically like 30 city blocks. So much concrete. And if all the skateboarders just decide to take over an IKEA, we could just build DIY ramps for days and we could all have our own private skate parks, basically.
Yeah.
Enough land, there's coverage, so rain. It's like, we're fine.
And all the materials because you're in IKEA.
Yeah, we could build it all out of the cheap-ass fucking table materials, build some pyramids and shit. We'll figure it out, bro. Figure it out. That's my goal, though. If shit gets crazy, we're all going to IKEA. All you skateboarders out there,
meet us at IKEA.
Yeah, hit me up. We'll
going. Send you the pin.
Yeah, and basically we'll start a city just full of nothing but skateboarders, and we'll make some rules, and then we'll break those rules, and we'll build boundaries and keep all the fucking jocks out, or maybe we'll let them in, maybe not.
Who knows?
Yeah, it depends.
If you're cool, maybe.
Yeah, if you shred. But
if you shred.
We'll figure it out, you know? We'll fucking figure it out. We'll have Skateboarding Island. People get voted off. It'll be sick. It'll be like Tiger King, but like with skateboards. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn you fucking gay, Sean. Is that weird? I want to be like the Tiger King. Oh, God. I'll take another sip after that.
Yeah, have another. Why don't you? Shout out Billy.
Shout out to the sponsor, Narragansett, for producing content like this. This podcast has gone off the rails as soon as my lady walked in talking about drugs. All right, let's just go for it. We've done this before. When Ramsey was on, we talked about crazy shit. Worst drug you ever done?
I've only smoked pot. I've probably smoked some bad pot.
Well, and alcohol.
Smoked a couple dirty bongs.
Yeah.
But yeah, pot's it.
Fair enough. I've never done anything. I've done smoked weed and alcohol. And I microdosed one time. I tried to do acid, but it didn't do anything. So
really?
Either someone gave me a shit, because
probably,
like, you know, when you're
got
little,
like a shitty tab or something.
Yeah, when you're
that stuff's weird. You have to like make it in a lab, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
weird.
Artificial, sort of.
Yeah.
Someone gave me one, and when I was younger, in like middle school, I think I tried it. Yeah, when I was in middle school, I lived in a trailer park, so I was just hanging out with like
sketchy people.
Yeah, it was just like poor people that lived in trailer parks. You just get into shit. I was one of them, you know, fucking out there. But I tried acid. They gave me some, but it was probably just piece of paper because it never did anything. Put it on my tongue or whatever. Mm-hmm. Tried it. Thought I was gonna trip balls. Nada. And then after that, I did Nodos, which is like a caffeine pill. Do you know about that?
No, I know about caffeine pills, but I've never heard of Nodos.
Yeah, it was one you just buy from the gas station.
Yeah.
Nodos. And when I was younger, I just fucking popped like a shit ton of them, and everything was like shaking for like an hour.
Oh
like,
my god!
My eyes and everything, like my whole perception, everything.
Could you function?
Yeah, I think I was moving in.
Were you normal, like?
But I was just sitting there going like everything was going like that. But I think I was normal. but I was like getting sick. I remember I got super sick, thought I was gonna die. Everything was just nonstop for like an hour, like that. It wasn't good. I was like, I'm never fucking with that shit.
Actually, I did take Adderall once. One time, I got prescribed it when I was in like high school, but like when I was in, or actually, I think this was also like, but like my freshman year of high school, I think I was like nervous about like taking my exams, so I had my buddy like who like had a prescription for Adderall sell me, just not sell me, but like he gave me one.
Give it a try.
Yeah. And I took it, and I didn't really understand how it worked. I just knew you like focused a lot. So I took it at like 6 o'clock at night, and I like studied for my finals, and I was like prepared, but I didn't sleep at all. And like when I took my finals the next morning, it was like still going, and I was like fine. I was like super focused, but like right after I like didn't sleep all night, so I just fucking like passed out when I got home. And but then like later my like senior year, I got prescribed Adderall for ADD, and it just like didn't. It like worked, but it just like didn't like sit well with me. Like I'd just be like super tired and like irritable, like all like fucking pissed off all the time.
I kind of
so I stopped taking it.
I don't know anything about Adderall.
There's definitely, it's like, I don't know. Apparently it's just like little cocaine, I guess.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it's
pretty,
like a speed,
pretty
like
much,
an upper. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Just like
Adderall, combination drug containing 4 salts of amphetamine. The mixture is composed of equal parts. I wonder what effects. That's what I want to know. Uses: this combination medication is used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. The side effects: loss of appetite, weight loss, dry mouth, stomach upset, pain, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, headache, diarrhea, fever, nervousness, and trouble sleeping may occur.
it's like every pill ever.
Yeah, I
You
know,
take like
right?
fucking allergy medicine, you take like Sudafed, and it's like side effects, death.
Yeah, it's like the
Shit's-
side effects are as bad as what you
Always,
already have.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mental mood changes. Yeah, I've always been really scared of like heavy drugs growing up. Like, never tried cocaine, never tried like many. I never really did any like prescription drugs besides like the no-dose, which isn't really a prescription drug. That was over
It's
the
a
counter.
gas station pill.
Yeah, I took some steroids though when I got real bad poison ivy. They gave me steroids to fight it.
Yeah,
That was-
those aren't like, you know, steroids.
Yeah,
Those
but
are,
I
like,
was still
steroids.
like,
yeah,
"I'm
you're still
on
like
steroids."
steroids.
I was like, hey, I remember for a while too. I was drinking this stuff. It was from Gamma Labs, and it was like a sports enhancement. They were like sending it to me for free, and you would like.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and it would
yeah.
like you'd mix it in with like some water or something. It was basically like a Red Bull, but like on crack.
Really, like
Yeah.
like one of those vitamin C supplements that you like
Exactly.
rip open and pour in your drink, but it was just like Red Bull.
Except it was like a thing like this big, and I had a
so
scoop.
gnarly. You had a scoop.
Yeah, me and my
Damn.
girl were trying that shit for a while, and we deemed it the Gamma Rage because we'd drink it, and then you'd just be like Red Bull times 10. You'd be like, I'm fucking hyped on this, you know. And then we
All
were like,
jacked up on Mountain Dew.
yeah. And I was like, we gotta stop this. There's nothing.
Put an end to it.
Yeah, this is not
Jeez.
gonna end well. And I remember stopping doing it because I was like, this is too fucking gnarly. It's like Red
That's
Bull
fucking
times
crazy.
10. So Gamma Lab, but like, and then that's really about it. I tried to do acid and failed. I microdosed with Defooks, but I just felt really high. Went to the Street League, microdosing. That was weird. Street League was a trip all in itself. I don't think I needed the microdose. You know what I mean? Street League
Were
was,
you like? Did you have like any like special? Were you like VIP at Street League or something,
Nah.
or were you just like in the bleachers, like in the stands?
I can't remember how we got passes, but we definitely didn't pay for them. But someone hooked us up with it, and we were just in the bleachers, and we were there, and there was some chick in front of me with her kids, and she was like turning around talking to us and shit, and then like some other dudes off to the side were like dudes that clearly didn't skate, but they had like P-Rod jerseys on and shit.
Really?
Yeah, like that was like
So weird.
that was a weird thing for me to see because I was like at a skate event in an arena and there were people there cheering for the skaters, but they were just like spectators. They clearly didn't skate, middle-aged men, rooting on fucking skateboarders in a contest scenario.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
this
weird.
is like sports.
My-
This is literally like sports.
My brother went to Street League. I think he went twice actually. The closest he like went all the way to New Jersey to see it. I was like,
Huh.
I was like into skateboarding at the time. I was like, I'm not even going to fucking see
I'll
Street
pass.
League. Like, like whatever. But
Yeah, but that's
he
who
actually
was there.
every time I went there, I'd always tell him like what skateboarders to get autographs from. I think he got me Shane O'Neill's once. I like have
Whoa.
it like framed up in my room. I was
There
like,
you go.
got me like a Shod's too. I was like, tight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad you missed out on that Nija autograph. You know?
Yeah, I know. He was
Okay.
like, yeah, dude, Nigel would not sign shit.
Nah,
I
dude.
was like, yeah, cool.
Fuck you, right?
Fuck you. Yeah, Street League's something else.
The Olympics is done, dude.
Yeah, no
Push back.
no skateboarding in the Olympics.
What are you gonna do? At least for another year, right?
Yeah.
They're pushing it back because
I wonder what they're gonna do about that. I wonder if they're just gonna do the Olympics when it's fucking
Not.
when it's not coronavirus.
Let's look it up because I bet there's something out there, right?
Yeah, some sort of speculation.
Because it was supposed to be this year, right? The Olympics
I
was
believe
2020,
so.
right?
I wasn't very focused on
You're
it.
not tuned in on the fucking Olympics.
Nope.
Let me see. 2020 Olympics. It was supposed to be Friday, July 23rd. Oh no, it will begin Friday, July 23rd, 2021. It's saying,
Oh,
and it will
crazy.
end on Sunday, August 8th. So they already have dates. 2020 Summer Olympics will begin on Friday, July 23rd, 2021. That doesn't make any sense, but it does make sense. The Wikipedia page. Oh, I gotta pee. We're taking a pee break, my friends. We'll come right back. And we back. Choo-choo-choo. That pee was nice.
Pee
Not
break.
gonna lie, we're
Always
talking
good pee
Olympics. We're talking Olympics here. And let's see. Impact of the 2019/20 coronavirus pandemic. In January 2020, concerns were raised about the potential impact of the COVID-19 outbreak on athletes and visitors to Olympic Games. The Tokyo organizers insisted that they were monitoring the outbreak to minimize its effects of preparation for the Olympics. Yada 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 yada. Qualifying event cancellation and postponement. Concerns about the pandemic began to affect qualifying events in early 2020. Some that were due to take place in February were moved to alternative locations to address concerns about traveling to the worst affected areas, particularly China. For example, the women's basketball qualifications were played in Belgrade, Siberia, instead of Foshan, China. The boxing qualification tournaments, effect on doping tests. Mandatory doping tests were being severely restricted by coronavirus pandemic in early 2020. Postponement of Tokyo Olympics until summer 21. On March 2nd, 2020, the Tokyo Organizing Committee released a statement saying that preparations for the upcoming Tokyo Olympics were continued as planned. The following day, a spokesperson from the International Olympic Committee confirmed that the games would be proceed according to a schedule. On March 18th, the IOC repeated its opposition to a delay or cancellation, so they're trying to keep it going. March 23rd, 3 countries, Canada, Australia, and Great Britain, said they would withdraw from the games if they were not postponed by a year. On the same day, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe stated that he would support a proposed postponement. On the 24th, March 24th, announced that the 2020 Summer Games and Paralympics would be rescheduled to date beyond 2020, blah, blah, blah. No later than summer 2021. Crazy, man. What's the question, though? Question is something about the Olympics. I don't really care. I'm not into the Olympics. Pull that mic down, please. Get that out of your face, bro.
Dude, it keeps popping up.
Fucking hold it down, bro.
Hold it down.
Somehow.
Hold it down like
Get
my
it down,
city.
bro. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really into, like... I like announcing contests. I like watching people compete in contests and killing it in person. But, like, the Olympics, I just was not really stoked for it. I'm stoked for whoever wants to compete in it and do whatever as a skateboarder. Like, go for it, man. That's your hell to live in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's only every 4 years. I've said this before on the podcast. I don't know. don't really care that much about the Olympics. The fact that it's got postponed though is perfect though, because that's typical like skateboarding fashion.
Yeah,
They get in the
definitely.
Olympics and then the
And
whole
then it's
fucking
postponed.
Yeah, postponed. Classic.
Canceled.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll be fine without the Olympics.
sure it'll be interesting. I wonder if there will be any like steroid scandals or like shit like that. I'm sure nobody will. I mean, at least I won't really care. I'll probably just think it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
I know that's always a big thing in like the real sports of the world. There's always some
scandals,
sort of gossip
doping.
and scandals and cheating or whatever, some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what'll happen though. Nigel's already been accused of cheating
Has he?
in Street League or some shit like
Really?
that. Yeah. I remember hearing about it. I'm sure the story didn't hold much water, but I remember hearing a bunch of shit about like
Well, we're gonna look it up, Sean.
Nigel cheating in Street League?
Nigel cheating in Street League. Let's see if anything posts up.
Because
this would be amazing if this is true. Because like, Nigel's gonna have to wait another year to get his fucking gold medal, Sean. Let's see if anything comes up. Street League is rigged. That's a video that I pulled up right now. I don't see anything. It's a big cover up. They probably covered it up. It's all propaganda. Yeah. Well, good for him. We're going to have to wait another year before we see Nigel wins gold in his fucking short shorts, you know? You know? He might as well be the Joe Exotic of skateboarding, right? But less cool.
less
enough.
less gay, less meth, at least to our knowledge.
I think
actually
it's
feel
about
like,
the same.
I feel like I've
but-
seen pictures of Nigel with some like
Some
baby
suspect.
with some baby tigers or something, some shit like that.
The original tiger.
He's probably got some pet tigers or
for
whatnot.
sure. He's probably got a puma.
Yeah.
The original Tiger King was Mike Tyson, though.
Yeah, for
He
real.
was, like, the first dude on
he
that.
had some. Dude, Joe Exotic probably got Mike Tyson his first tiger. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Probably into some shit like that.
Sammy Skates was, what's the corona test like? We already covered that one. But shout out to Sammy Skates for crushing
Shout
it.
out Sammy Skates. It's uncomfortable. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, I was definitely like relieved after I got it. I was like, I feel like I kind of did my part, I guess. Made sure I didn't have it for now.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only catch.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it might come back
Oh, yeah. That's,
in like
dude,
winter time. It's going to be back
so
again.
much crazy shit.
I know, dude.
Actually, back to the Olympics. How do you feel? I remember a lot of people, like, what about, like, Dime Glory Challenge? People think that's how, like, the Olympics should be. Just, like, a big, like,
Fuck
crazy, like, weird jam session.
Well, like I
Or,
think
like, do you think it should be, like...
I think it should be different disciplines within skating. So longest grind
longest grind,
would be
stuff like
sick.
that. Yeah.
Like the Dime Glory Challenge.
Do you
is,
think
like,
it should? Do you
fastest
think it
kickflip.
should be like its own unique thing, or do you think it should be like every other sport where, like, I don't know. I feel like
basketball?
where you're like playing against, like, you all have the same exact thing. Like basketball, you have two of the same hoops. Like fucking baseball, you're all on the same field. I guess like you all have the same. I guess you have.
I mean,
like,
that's what it's gonna be.
I guess you have like the same course, but like I feel like the closest thing to like a sport is like where you have like vert, where it's literally just you have one ramp.
One ramp, yeah.
It's the
I
same
mean, it's
thing.
supposed
It's
to
the
be-
same thing both sides. I mean,
It's
you're
going to
still-
be like Street League on
Yeah.
crack, basically. That's what it's going to
Jesus.
be. I would prefer that it was like who can do the longest grind or who can go the fastest and do a flip trick. Like the
That's
long-
like the most entertaining way to do it.
Yeah, like the
But
long
the
jump.
Olympics is not about entertainment. I guess they're about
It's a profit.
skill and
Tigers.
Tigers.
Gold medals, bro.
and Arnold.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a fucking... It's some organization. There's too many organizations involved, too many rules, too many non-skaters controlling the variables, too many non-skating sponsors controlling the whole thing for it to be any fun. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like...
I know. I wouldn't want to go through that whole. Like, I don't know.
Dude, it would
Like,
start before that.
Imagine doing all that, like, traveling and shit and, like, going all these, like, different places around the world and then just, like, getting shit on or some shit like that.
It would
That'd be
so
fucking
So you,
It'd be heavy.
if you're gonna be in the Olympics, you're probably gonna have to put off like film and video parts and all that shit because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna have to like train,
You're gonna
and
have
not
to train,
get hurt, and like be prepared. You're gonna have to practice your fucking kickflip, backflips down.
You're gonna have
fucking
an
skate park
have
rails.
an off season.
Yeah, so they're gonna have you scheduled. You're gonna go around doing interviews for fucking people that don't understand skating.
You're gonna
the
have
whole
a press
time.
conference before and after the game.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, hey, like you
The
go
game.
out there.
I just said the game in reference to skateboarding.
Sports, yeah.
Oh my
You're gonna be
God.
like on a podium, being like, "Yeah, we all want to try, put 110% in, and fucking, we're doing our best I can." You're gonna come up with some bullshit like that, some sports commentary. It's just like a rigged game for only so many people. You know what I mean? And it's like, just doesn't seem like what I'd want skating to be.
Yeah.
I don't care if other people do it, but it's not something I want to watch it for entertainment purposes and to make fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's it. I want to watch it and make fun of it. This is fucking hilarious. All right, moving along. Jay Bailey, 4616 says, tips for new skaters.
Don't quit.
That's a good tip.
A lot of people, I see way too many people who like fucking go out and skate for like 30 minutes and they're like, this is hard, and they quit.
Yeah.
They just want to like, I don't know. They just want to ride around. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cruising around on a skateboard, but like doing tricks is where it's at. That's what I tell people that come into the skate shop all the time. I'm like, doing tricks is where it's at. Riding around is cool for a little bit, but doing tricks is where it's at.
Because you're in like a surf beach town, so people are coming in just
people
for like,
are always
I want to
just
roll
trying to,
around.
yeah.
Which is cool. You learn to balance and push around and stuff, but like definitely skateboarding is way deeper than that.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah. Tips would be learn to push first. Get your center of balance, learn to push, and then from there, focus on your ollie. Because everything stems from your ollie.
Yeah, definitely.
Everywhere you pop, all the flip tricks, everything stems from your ollie. You'll build the muscle for everything that you want to do if you practice your ollies.
Yep.
Make sure you get your timing good. And then be cool to people. Tips would be just try to be cool. Try to meet some friends. Try to be open-minded. Skate. Don't expect to conquer the world. It's hard. It's going to take a long time to learn these tricks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It takes a very, very long time.
Yeah. Don't give up is the best advice, though.
Yeah.
Solid.
You
Because
can't. It's too easy, too.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
that's the easier
It's
alternative.
so easy. Especially when you first start out. That's also the best part. Like, the further you get into it, like, I could never quit. I could never quit now.
Yeah.
The further you get into it, you're just like, I can't fucking quit now.
And it becomes harder.
Yeah.
Like, the further you get into it, the
Yeah.
more you have to do to get your kicks.
it requires, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas in the beginning, it's like everything's so new. So you're like, oh,
It's
I
kinda-
learned that.
It's like, I'm like, I don't know. So when I was like skating when I was younger, I'd just be like, oh, I can go like chill and hang out. But now I'm like, all right, now I kind of want to like accomplish something, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
kind of want to like learn something new like every time I go.
Yeah.
Like actually challenge myself.
Yeah.
I remember I used to like hate skating transition. And now I'm like, fuck, I want to go learn transition because it's like hard. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's scary.
The longer you stick with something, the more you're going to have to like move around and find things that are engaging,
Yeah.
I agree. Don't give up, my G's. Stay with it.
Never give up.
Skateboarding is a challenge, and that's exactly what you need in life is a fucking challenge, something you can't just master. That's what I love about skating is it's not like you can't beat it. You just have to keep.
You can't beat skateboarding.
You can't beat it. That's why the Olympics is kind of a joke to me. It's like they deem a champion and the overall winner, and it's like that's anti-skateboarding because there's not really
There's no winner.
Yeah, it's
There's no
just like
winner of
you're
skateboarding.
constant. You just go until you die. And you
Yeah.
keep learning and figuring things out, and you adjust. And you might be super good at one thing, but there's always a weakness. And like,
Yeah. There's
it's
always
just like-
there's always a weakness. There's always a downfall. There's always something you could be better at.
yeah, man. Someone wants me. Antonio Gilmore wants me to talk about La Luz. So La Luz was a video that I was in with my good homie Chris Tremblay. And also Bobby Pulio had the last part in this video. It was a New York-based video that my homie Jay Maldonado. Mike Maldonado is the skater. But Jay Maldonado filmed and edited the video, and he invited me and Chris to have a part. We're both living in New Hampshire at the time. I was way too young to have a part in a video with Bobby Pulio because I was not good enough by any means. And yeah, I don't know. My homie Jay just made a sick-ass video, and he gave Bobby Pulio the last part. You know who Bobby Pulio is?
Yeah, I've heard of Bobby Pulio.
Legend skateboarder, East Coast. Skates a lot of New York spots. Yeah, can't believe I'm in a video with that guy. But I share a part with Chris Tremblay. And I was just learning how to skate at that time. I had some, like, good shit, but, like...
How old were you when it came out?
I'm so bad with times. I don't know. Let's look it up. It's a good question. Because I know it's online somewhere. But I'm really proud of that video because Bobby Pulio has the last part. And I'm just like, I'm in a video with that dude. He's such a legend, you know? And it's like, I only have half a part, but I was still, like, stoked. ALLiNEEDSKATE, maybe? Yeah, here's the full length. Yeah, Jay Maldonado. It's right here. It's actually online. It's 20 minutes long, and it's on Vimeo. Dude, 11 years ago is when it went online. So it was 2020, so 2001, right? Yeah. No, that would be 19. 2011?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's when it went on Vimeo.
Or if it was 11 years ago, it would be 2009.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Too many Gansets
Bring
deep
the calculator
right out. Oh, God. Oh, maybe it has more information here. Capricorn. It was just because basically I was going to New York and skating with like Fibro and stuff, and I met Jay through that because he lived in New York. And actually, fun side note is Jay designed our logo on the All I Need Skate YouTube channel. In the beginning of every video where the logo comes in, it's like, and it says All I Need with the A logo. He did that motion graphics.
That's sick.
Yeah, for us. So it had me, Bobby Pulio, Chris Tremblay, Danny Fala, and Gio Moya. That was the lineup.
That's crazy that you were going all the way to New York from New Hampshire.
Dude, I used to do that all the time. Get rides from whoever and just make it happen. Dude.
You usually was there a train or would you usually just drive?
Well, so we would drive in at first, but then we'd just start taking like a bus. Peter Pan.
Oh,
like
true.
Greyhound,
Yeah.
Just bus
Greyhound,
in for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Drop off. Just hike around, you know. New York's so hectic, though.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I think that's it for questions, man. Oh, no. Favorite beer. I'm going to say Narragansett. Because those dudes are awesome, and I enjoy their beer. Enjoy the shit out of their beer, you know?
Yeah. Gansets are sick. I love Narragansett. I live...
Besides Gansett?
I pretty much live in Narragansett, but even though Gansett beer, I don't think they're made... They used to do it in New York.
Yeah,
now they do it in like...
back.
Yeah, now they do it in Pawtucket now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever in Narragansett. Either way.
I had Jim,
still sick. Shout out Narragansett.
Yeah, Jim Crooks came on the podcast. He was like the third or fourth guest, and he was talking all about how he's bringing the brewery back to Rhode Island.
That's
and they
sick.
Did it. They did it. And I think they're actually building another.
I remember I went to the opening of that place. I was like super young. I was like 15, 16. I went to when they opened the brewery in Pawtucket.
Yeah,
I went to that. That was crazy. Modelo's.
Yeah, nice. Besides
it's
it,
Modelo time, fool.
Yeah.
Shout out Modelo's.
Yeah, I'd say Gansett, and then if I had to go second, I would go Guinness.
Guinness.
I love Guinness.
I'm supposed to like Guinness. I'm like super Irish.
Yeah.
Like my parents.
Egan.
I mean, they don't like. My parents don't like drink Guinness, but like if it's like a special occasion, they're like drinking Guinness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm supposed to like Guinness. It's kind of expensive though, right?
I mean, you can get like 4 cans for under $10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like getting the
Start drinking
cans.
Guinness.
The cans have the little widget in it. So you get the can, it has a little widget in it. That I don't even know what the widget does. I think it stops it from foaming maybe. And I used to buy the 4 can pack all the time. It's like taller than a normal can. And I think it was like $10. That would be awesome. That with some Reese's cups, the peanut butter cups.
It kind of does the beer kind of taste like coffee?
A little bit. It's like a stout. It's like a heavier beer.
I feel like I've had it before and I didn't really like it because like I hate coffee and it like reminded me of coffee.
You fucking hate coffee?
I hate coffee.
Really?
I mean, I've never gone through like a coffee menu and like picked out like a coffee and like actually tried it, but like I think I've like tried my mom's coffee once when I was younger and I was like fuck this. Like I'm never drinking coffee. Never drink coffee.
How are we friends? What?
People say that I never bought a coffee, never drank all coffee. I've never had like more than a sip of coffee.
Wow.
Can't even remember the last time I had a sip of coffee.
Wow. Holy shit.
Explains why I'm not a morning person.
I drink coffee every day. Pretty much. If I don't have coffee, I have the worst headache. Like to the point where I'm like, I need to take a nap. That type of shit. Or like, I need a nap, bro. Coffee. I love coffee. I love the ritual of coffee. I love waking up, going downstairs, boiling the water, getting my French press, putting the grinds in it, getting the hot water when it's boiling, pour it in, put the cap on, let it steep for a while, sit down in front of my laptop, let that thing soak for a while, let the fucking grind soak, pour about a quarter of a cup of black coffee in that thing. That way it stays hot. Sip on that thing. Once it's done, fill it up. Like quarter cup at a time. And then you just start to get like your eyes go like this. I'm wide awake, boys! Because you're just spracked on caffeine.
There you get the choo-choo energy. The energy.
It depends, dude, you know?
I might have to start.
I can't believe you don't drink coffee.
No, I've just like never. I think my brother, who's like my younger brother, started drinking coffee when he was in like high school, and I was like, dude, you're nuts. Like my mom would like, I used to like go to Dunkin' Donuts for her and get her coffee every morning just so I could get like a donut in the morning before school.
Yeah, back then.
Like I remember I'd like take a sip of it and just like, ugh, like hated it.
Yeah, coffee's bitter and rough at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got to kind of train yourself. It's like alcohol. You know, when you first drink alcohol, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But then you get a little tipsy, and you're like, this tastes pretty good now. You know?
It's not bad.
Same with coffee. Get like I would say if you're gonna do coffee, start with just black though, because a lot of people they get coffee and then they put tons of cream and sugar,
yeah.
And then it's not really the coffee high. It's like the mixture of the coffee high and the sugar high, and then it's like too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say stay black. It's gonna be bitter at first, but if you can get down a cup of black coffee during a good meal, you're gonna be like, damn, I get it. Because by the time you're done with that cup of coffee, you're going to be like full.
I'm going to do that like the next time I go out to breakfast.
Let's go to Cracker Barrel.
Just like go out, like get a full breakfast and a cup of coffee. I feel like I'd be able to put it down. Even if it's not that good, I'd just be able to like stomach it just to see how it is.
Sean, when this fucking pandemic's over, me and you are going down the road to Cracker Barrel.
There's a Cracker Barrel down the road?
Fuck, rent them outlets is not that far.
I need to go to fucking
We're
Cracker
going,
Barrel.
and we're going to sit down, and you're going to eat some fucking frozen waffles. They're not going to be frozen. There's going to be waffles.
We'll get some frozen Eggos on the way.
No, we're going to get you a fucking slapjack, some pancakes. We're going to get you hot-ass pancakes with some Southern Comfort butter and some syrup. And you're going to fucking drink a hot cup of coffee with me.
Hot cup of Joe.
And we're going to play checkers because we're at Cracker Barrel.
Let's play chess.
And chess. Is it chess?
We're civilized.
Yeah, if they have chess at Cracker Barrel. I think they have
chess.
They only have checkers, I think, though. We'll play that little pin game, the triangle with the pins.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do that, and we'll drink coffee. Dude, coffee's like... I don't know where I'd be without coffee. Lost, that's for sure.
Shout out coffee.
Shout out to your shoes, too. Give the people... Lift them up for the camera.
Shout out Brian Wenning.
Dang!
And DC for reissuing all their old chunky-ass shoes.
I like that you came in with those. I was like,
these are like 2 sizes too big too, so they're like extra chunky.
Are those just your like walkabouts? You just walk around?
Yeah. They're like slippers. They're like super big and puffy and comfy.
When S came back, remember when S came back and they brought back the OG XLs, but they redid them super puffy again?
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those. Actually, I think we did get at shout out Gansett Juice.
The juice in the building.
At Gansett Juice, we got some S's, and I like tried out a pair of XLs. I think they were Slims though, but they kind of they were like the same shape as the as your World Industries shoe.
Yeah,
just like kind of like a mid like classic like
exactly
just like black shoe.
That's kind of what I had in mind with that World
and
shoe.
it was a good shoe. I liked it, but yeah, I have another pair of DCs that are like super chunky. The Legacies, they're like all leather.
Yeah.
And I've skated them a couple times. There's like no signs of wear or anything in them. They're
tanks.
They're huge.
They're like the
huge.
D3s. They're like big.
I know, they're
things.
big.
That reminds me while I'm on here is right now. So World Industries agreed to drop the price of my shoe to $20. We only have like so many left. There's only sizes 8 through 11, and actually I don't know if we have all those sizes because they've been selling, but we dropped the price to $20 during the pandemic. So basically what you're gonna do, if you buy a pair of the shoes, you're helping me move the rest of the inventory for $20. You get a $20 pair of epic skate shoes that I've skated in. You've skated in them.
I've skated. I still skate them to this day.
Yeah, I ordered us some more.
I'm not skating these chunky ass DCs. I'm still skating the World Industries SHETLER.
I hit them up to get some more, so hopefully those come in because I need some too. But yeah, if you're out there and you need some help right now with the whole pandemic and being out of work and shit, go to worldindustries.com and you can buy my pro model for $20. And it's a $70 shoe. Like, we took our time, designed this thing. It's synthetic suede, so if you're into like if you're a vegan, you can get the shoe, and there's technology built into the sole so it breaks in faster. There's actually like right between the toe cap and in between the heel, it like flexes really nice, and it's a great shoe. And $20 is a hell of a price.
You're not gonna find any other skate shoe for $20.
And right now,
close to $20.
Yeah, and right now times are crazy, so like it's a win-win. You help me move the rest of my shoes in those sizes, and you get fucking epic skate shoes for $20. So, worldindustries.com, my G's. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm so stoked that World's still going and that we're involved with it, and like they turned me pro, and like we're able to keep moving and doing cool shit. And Kevin's got a board right now, and
shout out Kevin.
Yeah, and shout out like the fact that we're able to press World boards with the All I Need boards. It helps like build our inventory and helps get us better margins and stuff like that. Like, we got a cool thing going on.
Definitely.
And I appreciate all your help.
For sure.
Pressing the decks and helping and filming in the vlogs and being down and just going to Florida, and like fucking can't wait for all this shit to be over so we can get back to it, because like this pandemic shit is insane, you know. All right, I'm gonna questions for you. Favorite skater, if you had to pick, can't be someone you know, has to be like someone you don't know. It has to be based off of their video parts too. I already got mine. Heath Kirchart.
That's a good one.
Dude, think about that.
I like Ardo.
Yeah?
I like Ardo.
I would have never expected that, because you're like into Manny's and like you're skating.
Yeah, it's kind of like between him and like Suchu, I guess.
Wow.
I know like Ardo like hucks himself down a lot of shit, but I've always liked the way Suchu skates, because he fucking twists his body a lot of weird ways, and he
fucking
just
does.
He's always got a really good filmer too. He puts out a lot of really good video parts.
Endless.
Just like satisfying to watch.
And he goes to college. He's like educated.
He goes to college.
Well, like he's like put that out there, you know. Like I kind of like that. He has like an image and a persona, and like he has like it's not just based off of like dick jokes, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but it is a little dick jokes.
So
that dude rips.
Yours is Heath.
If I'm thinking video parts, I'd say Heath Kirchart, Brian Anderson, Aaron Susky, Steve Nesser.
Susky.
I like
Susky's
big skaters
sick.
that are like powerful and like kind of just like 6 foot or above.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's like, yeah, Susky. I mean, just meeting Susky, he's like one of my favorite humans, let alone skateboarders. Susky's the fucking man. We were in some country one time, and he was so wasted. He came back super wasted, and I was sharing a hotel room with him. I've told this story on the podcast again, but fuck it, we going in. Susky came back, and I was just like, I'm gonna stay in the hotel and like rest up and not party, and just so I can skate and keep killing it, you know. Susky's out there doing what I should have been doing, living life, probably getting some fucking vagina, you know. Vagina. Can a guy still say vagina these days, or and he was just living his fucking life in another country, and Susky's a suave motherfucker. He's smooth. Susky's smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah, he could get a lady if he wants, you know? Like, he could go anywhere. He's gone all over the world, and I'm sure he's hooked up with tons of betties before he was, I don't know.
Taking him off the map.
Yeah, I don't know if he was single or not. I don't know, but I'm assuming he's single, and he's scoring betties. And he comes back, and he's wasted. Comes back in the hotel room. I'm pretending like I'm sleeping, or I was trying to sleep, but I wasn't asleep. But I was like, I'm not gonna like talk to him because he's wasted. Yeah. So he walks in, he's making noises, stumbling around and shit. He lays down in the bed. I'm like, all right, we're about to go to sleep. And then I'm laying there, and he gets up next to the bed, and he walks into the wall because there's only like a foot gap next to the bed. He gets up and he's trying to go to the bathroom, and he just takes a step, and all I hear is bang, and he fucking hits his face on the wall because he walks in the wall, and he falls back onto the bed, knocks himself out, and all I hear is and he fucking falls asleep. I wake up the next day and he's still in the same position. Like, he stood up next to the bed, walked into the wall, hit his face, fell back on the bed, fell right asleep, and stayed that way till the morning. Legend.
That's crazy.
Yeah, legend.
Wish I could have
dude.
seen it.
Yeah, he's just a good dude. He used to bring, like, his guitar on trips, which was sick. Some people don't like that.
Just like jam.
Yeah, there's been a couple dudes that did that. Quim Cardona, he didn't bring a guitar, but he brought, like, can't remember what it was. It was like one of those hippie instruments, like, I don't know, smaller.
Was it like a harmonica, or like a ukulele? Maybe?
Yeah, it was like a ukulele or something.
Something weird like
Some
that.
hippie type,
like a
shit.
harp,
Yeah.
like a mini, like a little harp.
Mike is right.
Every time.
Yeah, it was. It was like a miniature guitar, and I was judging him about it, but also I was secretly stoked that he brought it because, like, dude, we gotta figure out those mics.
That's good. I just keep hitting it.
Dude, I spent a lot of money for these boom arms, and they just barely work. They barely work. I looked up every review too, and they're like, "Yeah, these things are the best ones you can get."
Those, yeah.
But yeah, he brought these things. Like, I secretly judge him because I want to make fun of him about it. But like, dude, on a trip, someone brings a guitar and jams out. Like this one time we were in Japan, I want to say, with Susky, and he was just brought his guitar, and we're around a bunch of Japanese people out street skating, and somehow we just like skated. Everyone's sweaty, had a good time, stacked some footage of clips. He gets everyone together. We're all in like a kumbaya circle.
He's playing the guitar,
smoking weed, and he just breaks out his acoustic guitar, and they started singing some Japanese song in Japanese.
To it? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck they're saying, but I'm high as shit and already
Just
stacked
like,
clips. Yeah.
Nice.
And it was
Just
just
chilling.
like, do 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 do, and Susky's
That's
just
awesome.
fucking right in his element. You know what I mean? Like, he's a
That's
well-traveled
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
He's been around the world multiple times. So
Evan isn't as well traveled, but he can get down on the guitar. That used to like be his thing. He used to like get down on the guitar.
I feel like I've seen some videos of him in a band, like someone's playing drums.
Yeah,
and he was like jamming out.
He's jammed with a couple dudes. I know in like high school he had a couple friends that they would all fucking play in like a little like rock band or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not very musically talented at all. How about you?
Never tried.
Yeah.
I always want to be a
I
rapper.
think I played the drums in like middle school. It
Yeah.
was just like a little snare drum.
There
I
you
was
go.
terrible at it.
I've always wanted to be a rapper, kind of like Jeremy Rogers,
Like Jeremy Rogers, yeah.
but not like him at all. You know?
Fuck, I saw another skateboard. Oh no, it wasn't rapping. Kevin Romar is a DJ now.
Yeah, he's been a DJ.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. I
It
wonder.
fits him, right?
Yeah. He's got like the clean fro. He's just
Yeah.
like a steezy
With
dude.
like a pick.
Yeah.
He's already
definitely. Yeah, he's already. Yeah, he is a DJ. He's probably knew he was a DJ his whole life.
I bet 'cause he's
probably
out
got
in
sidetracked.
California.
Probably got sidetracked with skateboarding.
Yeah.
He just fucking became pro and
Put his DJ career.
put his DJ career on the side. Became a pro skateboarder.
Yeah. Do you remember the Osiris the Storm, the video?
No, I haven't seen any Osiris.
They had
videos.
like it was like a Wigger video basically. Bunch of white dudes into hip hop and DJ and shit, and like there was DJs in the videos and shit, like not Chad Knight, he was in that one, but Chad Fernandez and shit, doing like huge frontside 180s over these big gaps, and he put a DJ underneath the gap.
Oh
In
really?
like 180. Yeah, I want to see if I can find that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really.
It's so corny but sick.
I kind of like grew up in the like
the storm.
in the phase where Osiris was just like weird.
Oh,
They were
yeah,
they weren't at like the D3 phase. They were at like the making weird like purple high tops phase. So I was just like,
Yeah.
Osiris is just like weird. Like I'm not gonna.
No, yeah,
I
it
don't
was
wanna
even
watch any of
weird
their
when they
shit.
were cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was still weird.
They were like Under Armour actually like reissued a D3 type shoe.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, they like
With
designed
Osiris?
It. Yeah, there was the ASAP Rocky.
Yep.
He like designed a shoe with them, or like not designed it, but like it was like his like
Collab.
shoe, yeah.
Collab.
And they literally were like, yeah, we got some inspiration from the design of the D3, and it was literally just a D3 that Under Armour made.
They just ripped it
Yeah,
off.
they just ripped it off.
Wait, so if I type in, excuse me, Under Armour D3,
If you type in Under Armour D3, you'll see it.
you think, or should I type in Osiris? Under
No.
Armour Osiris?
Either one, you'll see it.
All right. D3. I'll put D3 in. D3 right now on CCS, free shipping, $109. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
That is horrible. Oh, yeah, ASAP Rocky, you're saying? $450 is saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it is. It's just like a blacked out D3.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys will be able to
It's
see
like
this.
a reissue of the D3.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but I'll hold it up. Yeah, dude. It just looks like a D3 that's not specifically made for skating. It's not
It's
really
a fashion
skate
shoe.
$215.
Holy shit.
ASAP Rocky, $525. These things selling? That's the real question.
What do you think about those the like Travis Scott dunks? Like what do you think about all those like limited release Nike SB dunks? Cuz Nike SB is skateboarding and those shits go for like $1,000. It's kind of weird.
I don't really understand it.
I know, me neither.
If I'm being honest, I don't understand it. But I'm not like the hype dude. I'm not the hype dude. Like every other week, there's some hype shit that people just follow along.
Yeah, no, I
like
can't. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, it's like sports.
I can't keep up with it.
It's
There's
like fucking sports.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's
You
too
just can't
much.
do it. Yeah, it's too much. I prefer to just like. I used to just love the fucking. I'd find what I liked and I'd stick to it. Custom ones, fucking loved them.
I skated a pair of dunks once, and they were super nice.
Yeah.
But like they were just like expensive, and it like wasn't really much different than another skate shoe I could get for like $60 without a Nike symbol. So I was like,
You're just buying the prestige. Or
yeah, I
whatever.
was pretty much buying a Nike symbol, so I figured I'd stop after that one pair.
Yeah. Yeah, my feeling is like, unless they're hooking you up or you really love Nike, it's not really
No
worth
reason
it.
for
yeah,
it.
It's
Yeah,
like just
it's
support
just
a
not
skate
worth
brand.
it. Yeah, definitely.
I'd rather see skate shoes like make a comeback and kill it and have pro models for all the homies and let there be money so they can invest in cool technologies that make the shoes last and be durable and have like the old days when there was tons of skate shoes and people were crushing it and the homies had pro models. That's what we should get back to. Fuck, I don't really
Not
care.
every fucking contest robot just is the only person that can get
Like
a check
every
or a model from Nike.
Yeah, every sports brand has to have
Yeah.
a shoe that's called skateboarding, and they only hook up fucking certain people. I'd rather just see skateboarders do it. That's why I'm really stoked on Lakai, Etnies, America, States out there, Fallen still doing it. Like,
Yeah, Fallen came back.
yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen. Because the economy is taking a fucking beating right now, and I imagine Nike's tied up in those stock markets, so like they'll probably cut certain shit when numbers get
shorting
crazy.
and selling or whatever.
They're probably making a killing.
Yeah,
off
they're
of
probably making a killing off the fucking
the Nyjah
coronavirus
shorts.
or some
off the
some
Nyjah
shit like
shorts,
that.
off the shorts that Nyjah wore.
Actually, yesterday when I was skating, I saw some dude skating and fucking. He had like Nike. They looked like running shoes. They were like all rubber. It was like a whole ass running shoe.
Yeah,
And compression pants, like all the like yoga pants,
that's the Nyjah shit.
and basketball shorts on top of it.
That's the Nyjah
I
shit.
was like, dude,
Here we go.
park's closed, buddy. Go home.
Yeah, go the fuck home.
Go the fuck home.
Take off your shorts and get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's like acceptable for surfers to do that. Surfers are like, it's acceptable for them to kick people out of spots, but if you're a skateboarder and you do it, it's not cool. Skateboarders are supposed to be nice.
There's no rules. There's no rules in this life, bro. There's no rules.
No
but it
rules.
is. But that's a good point. Because in surfing, there's a culture of beat it, kook.
Yeah, beat it.
They have that. In skating, it's like they get upset if you call people a kook. Things are strange, you know? I'm all inclusive. Like, I'm down for everyone to be in love with skating, but I don't have to just like everything.
Yeah.
I like having a style, and I like having a preference, and I don't want to have to just like shit. It's kind of my anti-Nyjah thing. It's like everyone rides his dick. It's like, why do I have to ride his dick? It's like, that's what I feel pressured. Same with Donald Trump. It's like the same thing. I feel like it's like you can't criticize people that are like successful to some degree. You know what I mean? Like you have to just be on the bandwagon. It's like I have the opposing thoughts. I'm like, you should criticize people that are in power or successful. Like you should
Always.
you should at least watch them, and like you don't have to just agree with them because systems are fucked up. You know?
Always.
Yeah. think that's why we're in this trouble.
Criticism, world would be nothing without criticism.
Yeah, you don't have to be a dick or whatever, but you
Yeah.
don't have to just follow it. Like, I'm not really that political. Like, I think both sides of the spectrum are out to get us. The truth is always in the middle, you know? Like left, right, borders, no borders. The truth is in the middle. Sometimes you need a border, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Wall, sometimes you need a wall, sometimes you don't need a wall. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's areas where it makes sense. Things piss me off, dude. The whole thing sicks me. It's so extreme. Black and white. It's the whole world, dude. Then pandemics come, you know? Crazy. Getting older throws me off, man. Getting older. 37. Didn't think I'd live in a pandemic, though. Gonna be honest with you. Didn't see
crazy,
this
yeah.
one coming. Did not see this coming.
Blindsided us.
Yeah, I did not see this one coming. It's great for street skating, though.
Gas prices are at an all-time low. It cost me $30 to fill up my tank. It used to cost me like 47.
Damn. Mine's like
Fucking-
$16.
Really?
Yeah, I got.
I've got a truck. You got your little,
yeah, I got the
little
accent.
city, your city car.
Yeah, just like I got it because of that.
Yeah,
This is
definitely.
like the last recession.
Dude, I used to have a little Volkswagen like Golf. It was great first car to have. Could park that thing anywhere.
Park it anywhere, and the gas is cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Compared to a truck, you know,
I mean, my truck. I have like a fucking little Tacoma. That's like the smallest truck you can get.
it's $30. So
Yeah, $30. Not
whatever.
bad.
Still not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Fuck yeah. Well, I think we nailed it, dude. Anything else?
No.
Cheers, mate. Let's end this one. on a-
Cheers.
Thanks for getting tested,
Safety
bro.
and health for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get tested.
Get tested and figure it out, bro.
Corona and STDs.
I haven't been tested yet, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, dude.
Keep it clean.
Hell yeah. All right, my G's, thank you.
Peace. Love you
Doo-doo,
all.
doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh. What was it? My phone.